Hi everybody, this update's for Monday the 26th of June, still in June, 2023. Yesterday my back was really sore. I was going, after breakfast I was going to go for a walk after Michelle had left for work, but the heavens opened up and it was absolute torrential rain for a good half an hour to an hour. So I didn't go out, obviously. No point in getting soaked when you didn't need to. So what I did was I just sat down and started on the Celtic Stadium Lego build, or fake Lego build, shall we say. It's not the best quality of bricks to build with, and they're tiny and they don't fit properly, and my thumbs are absolute agony. Probably impressions of the bricks on my thumbs somewhere, trying to push them in place. I've even got a tool to try and push the bricks in when I'm struggling. But so again, what happened was when you start to build it, when you have a Celtic logo at the back of the stadium, but everything is just like on by one peg, one knobbly bit on the brick. So when you try to build it and build up the situation, the stadium, it builds up page by page, step by step. So you build up the back here, and you had like Celtic shown here. And unfortunately, when I tried to put the top level here on, everything just collapsed away because there's absolutely no way of the bricks absolutely supporting themselves, or any way of clicking together properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to improvise and possibly use a bit of super glue just to try and hold things in place, because even once it's built, if once I give it to my nephew, if he was just to push on the Celtic part, it would just push through. So if I put a bit of super glue on it, then it might help to give it a bit more support as well, and we will get that sorted. So might do that later on. Once I've has to get super glue. I don't think I've got any in the house at the moment. But also, I got a phone call from the hospital. My potassium levels have now dropped from when I was admitted from 7, and I got discharged about 5.8. They're now at 4.8, which is within normal levels. Sort of between 4 and 5 is kind of normal levels. So the phone call yesterday from the coordinator was just to say to stop taking the calcium resonium powder drink, or as I like to call it, sand. So just to stop taking that, because hopefully things have gone back to normal levels. My kidneys are now working as they should do. So we'll wait and see what happens when I go back this week and get bloods done, whether it's actually worked, if my potassium's gone up again. If it has, I don't mind. It was like 3 of them a day, which you got used to the taste and the grittiness of it, but it wasn't pleasant. If I have to take 1 or even 2 a day just to keep on top of it for a bit longer, then I don't mind doing that. As long as it stops me going back into hospital, I'm more than happy to do that. 9 weeks in hospital was enough for me, plus the other wee bits and bobs I've been in as well this year. So I then had to do some stuff for work as well, because as I said previously in videos that I no longer get full pay from my work. So I'm now on a disability cover pay, which is like half my salary. So, but the HR are still disputing some sick days and holidays and blah blah blah, everything like that. So I've no idea what's going on. It's just a typical HR department, absolute waste of space in my opinion. If I was running a company, the first thing I would do would be cut the HR department, because I never ever found them useful in my workings in the last almost 35 years. I've not found them useful at all. So, and they're proving me right again. They're just absolute useless idiots. I know I try and do things right and things like that, but at the same time, why not just contact me and let's talk it over, as opposed to emails here, emails there, and you missed the emails because I'm not logged into work. But anyway, so get that sorted. We'll find out how much I'm going to get paid in July. I think my plan is to start work. Give me a second here. Start back work on the 17th of July. So that's what 3 weeks yesterday. I'll be starting back. Obviously, not great because I'm still within the 3-month recovery period, but needs must, and I can't afford to live on half salary, not with the bills to get paid, and obviously Michelle doesn't earn enough to cover the shortfall. So I need to go back to work. Although I'll be working from home, but at least it'll be income coming back in again, and it'll be a phase back to work return. So over 3 months, it'll be pretty much so many hours 1 week, so many hours another week, and build up to a full week after 3 months. But anyway, also I submitted a repeat amendment to my repeat prescription for my meds to the GP, and they totally messed them up, even though I was totally clear on what I wanted or how I needed them amended. Things like my immune suppressant drugs, they'd taken off a 0.5 milligram and a 1 milligram dosage and just given me a 2 milligram dosage. But these drugs can change week on week, so I need the option to be able to, change it from 2 to 2.5 to 3 to 1.5, 1, whatever. I need the option to be able to adjust those meds accordingly, depending on what the hospital comes back with after the blood tests, the tacrolimus blood tests. And there's a couple of other medications as well, which were added on, and they said they were red flagged, so they couldn't put them in. So what to do was issue a manual prescription for them, and then they put them back on. It puts them back on the repeat automatically. So the GP did that. So she she submitted a manual request for them. So I'll get them picked up at the chemist tomorrow or something like that. And then we will, and also she's added my tacrolimus onto the meds properly as well now. So that's everything okay on my repeat, apart from I can't even pronounce it, Valglor, whatever it is. It's a antifungal med. It's like a big pink horse pill, but the GP refuses to put that on the repeat prescription. I think the reason is because the drug is so expensive. They will subscribe it, but only when I need it. They won't subscribe it and let me have me in some in the cupboard, basically, because it is only a drug I'm on for 3 months, and then I should be off it. So I've got enough to do me best part of another 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'll ask for another prescription of it. I'll submit a request for a prescription. So that's pretty much all. Health-wise, I managed to go for a walk later on in the afternoon, just around the block once the rain had stopped. I was going to do 2 laps, but I thought I was starting to get tired and my back was really, really sore, and I was starting to struggle a wee bit. So I thought, right, rather than risk it, because I knew I had to still get in the house and get to bed at night and walk about the house and stuff like that, I thought, I'm not going to risk it. So I just did the 1 lap, came into the house, and just drank loads of water just to replace any sweat and stuff that I'd lost as well. Basically, then started back on the Lego set. I keep saying the Lego set, the Celtic Stadium. Started doing another layer of it last night, but then I got absolutely fed up with it. I gave up. and so I'll pick that up again when I can, and just get it done. I think the front of the stadium is pretty much complete apart from the roof, and just need to build up the sides and actual sort of seating area. As I showed you earlier, the seating area has collapsed, so I need to just work out a way of fixing that as well. So that's pretty much it, and that's what I'll be doing, or I'll be doing tomorrow, sort of thing. So, right, I'll leave it there, and thanks everybody, and I'll speak to you later. Right, bye.